Tulsi Gabbard was on Kauai from Thursday through Saturday to assist with recovery efforts after the record-setting storm wiped out many homes and local businesses and left communities absolutely isolated. She's back on Oahu this morning and joins us with an update and an assessment. Good morning to you, Congresswoman.
Good morning.
Welcome back to Wake Up Today.
Thank you.
Arriving from D.C. Thursday, first you had an opportunity when they said that we got some business that we won't attend in D.C. You said, I want to go back home and see what's going on.
Yeah, I thought that we were going to have votes running through late in the week and I wasn't going to be able to make it back. As soon as those votes were canceled, I got on the first flight out and went straight to Kauai to be able to hear for myself from the people there and to see for myself the devastation and to help make sure that we on the federal level are doing all that we can to push and provide that support that's not only needed for the emergency crisis now, but really for the long rebuilding process that's going to take place to deal with some of the infrastructure devastating damage that you're seeing, but also the individual property damage that a lot of homeowners and business owners have seen, really losing everything in some cases.
Yet they smile, Representative.
Isn't that
they
incredible?
Smile. The resiliency of Kauai people is absolutely amazing, although I'm sure you've heard the sad stories and the stories of suffering. That's the key, and to see it with your own eyes and to hear it with your own ears, very powerful.
It was heartbreaking and inspiring all at the same time. You know, the FEMA Region 9 director came through on Friday, which was good for him to be able to see what you're seeing now and to be able to talk with some of the residents there. And even he, who had worked, you know, disasters in Houston and Louisiana and Florida, said that he's never seen anything like this community response that we've seen on Kauai. And this really is attributed to the Aloha spirit. This is Aloha in action, where people who have lost so much themselves never hesitated for a moment to step up immediately to help their friends and neighbors, total strangers, in their time of great need.
Boy, I spent a lot of time at that pier right there, Honolulu, to see that image right there. You were with Laird Hamilton, another, of course, high-profile name who gave back tremendously. These stories are heroic. You did that aerial tour with the mayor, rather. What else can you take away from this, and what did you share back with the people?
I listened a lot.
Yeah.
That was the most important thing for me, to listen and hear from these residents that you're seeing who, you know, are really at this point concerned just about the basic necessities.
And that's them just getting out of the area.
This is them trying to get either out of the area or to get back to their homes in Wainiha or Haena just to check on them. Some of these folks had evacuated right away because they couldn't stay in their home, and now they're trying to get back and assess the damage. There were a couple of big things, urgent needs that they talked about. One was trash, which you just heard this morning. They're beginning the pickup for trash. That was a big public health concern. The other is just raw sewage. You know, there's a lot of cesspools in that area that flooded over. So as there's, you know, flood water, mud, there's also a lot of raw sewage that's caused the brown water out in Hanalei Bay, for example, but that's also just in people's yards and in the streets. And, you know, folks who are responding to this immediately, you know, you had kids and people out there bare feet, and people are getting sick right now. So there's been a call for boots, gloves, protective gear, cleaning equipment so that people can handle this properly, but also just making sure that the county and the state are taking action on this to prevent what could be a really horrible public health disaster.
And that's the key, and that's something that we see in natural disasters all the time, is the week after, the second week, when all the health issues surface. And it's happening in Oahu as well, and you saw it for yourself. And yesterday, I may have to come back from Kauai, you were on the boots on the ground on Oahu.
Right, and Waimanalo, you know, this community was one on Oahu that was really negatively affected by the severe flooding. A lot of homes, you saw that polo field completely flooded after the rains. There were over 1,000 people who came out yesterday to go and clean up Waimanalo Beach. As far as the eye could see, up and down the beach, there were people cleaning everything. And so the beach, if you go there today, looks completely different than it did just a few days ago. And again, this is Hawaii. This is what gives me hope for today and for our future is this Aloha spirit.
Well, do us all a favor. Take your message back to your friends in Congress, because a lot of people are counting on not only state county agencies, but also continue to get our help from the federal government.
Absolutely,
as well.
No question.
Have a safe flight back home.
Thank you, Ron.
Boy, what a reason to come home, but you needed to see it yourself.
I'm grateful to have been able to come.
All right, Representative Tulsi Gabbard heading back to D.C. tomorrow.
Tonight.
Tonight?
Heading
Oh,
back
my
tonight.
goodness. So you didn't get a chance to get some ocean time.
Unfortunately, not this one.
Okay, all right. Well, next
Next
time
time.
for sure. All right.